Hi, everybody. I wanted to make this video because I had a couple people ask me about how I make hopefully you can hear me. I don't know if is the sound working? Beep, beep, beep. Going live can be so tricky. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm going to check and see. But this video is just basically to share what I use to make my art lesson videos and just a little kind of background information. I've been making videos now for 6 years, I think. It's been a while. And I first started making them in my art room because I teach elementary art, and in the regular classroom, the schedule is crazy. Like back before the whole pre pandemic, I literally would have fifth grade, fourth grade, third grade, and like you're supposed to have 5 minutes in between. Yeah, right. Then it would be like the next class. Sometimes there's no break in between. I had them all doing different art projects because obviously you're building on the art lessons developmentally. So they're all doing different art projects, and I have no time to like switch out supplies or like move stuff out of the way. I mean, it was crazy. Like, in fact, I got to a point where I was like, I cannot do this the rest of my life. So when I started making my art lesson tutorial videos, it was really just to help me be more productive in the art room and allow me to have like a few minutes of setup time at the beginning or the end of class. And it was amazing. It made things so much easier for me. And on the days where I had lessons where I hadn't made a video for my art class, I was kicking myself because, I had to like do the whole thing over again and show students how to do it. And, they may or may not be getting out their supplies. It was great to just, as the new class was coming in, I turn on their lesson video for my YouTube channel. And then they are expected to go to their assigned seats, quietly sit down and watch the video, which introduces the lesson while I'm passing out materials, switching out setups. I can do all that while my video is playing. So it was just wonderful. It made things so much easier for me. So now that we fast forward to now, with the whole corona and pandemic, a lot of people are really scrambling to make their own videos, not necessarily to play in their actual classroom, but to send to their students at home who may be quarantined. So I feel like I've really come a long way. I'm just checking to make sure you can even actually hear me. Hold on, let me go to my channel. ah, all right, here we are. I hope this sounds okay. If it's not, can you like say something in the chat box? This is like the lovely thing about technology. Every technology thing is different. All right, I'm just trying to. Can you hear me? Hopefully, you can hear me. Let me go to my channel. I'm gonna just listen to it. Okay. See if I can hear myself. Oh, I can. Okay, great. I can hear myself. Yay. Okay. All right. Good. I thought I was like recording the whole time and you can't even hear me. All right. All of my lessons start with a PowerPoint or lesson plan. So, really, you start with the lesson plan, what you want to teach, the grade level, the learning goals, the art materials. And I do all of that using Google Slides now, even. So, I start with my Google slideshow and I also took my slideshow. I feel like I've bumped it up a notch this year too with the Bitmoji classroom. I love the Bitmoji classroom craze. It's just amazing. So now I use Bitmoji classrooms for my Google Slides. So just to even introduce the lesson, that way, if you're using this to send to students who aren't even they're at home, they're not even in your real classroom, it really helps you to make them feel like they're in the art room. So that's what I do. I start with a Google slideshow and I'll share some of mine, some of the links. This is one that I recently did with the candy canes. So it has my little Bitmoji person, and I can really update this easily and just change out the goals and the materials in each lesson. So it's really not that difficult. Once I have the lesson set up with the materials, then I actually do the lesson. Um, so when I started recording myself originally, I would put my cell phone like up on a chair and I would do my drawing like underneath the chair on the table. And I would record the whole thing. And sometimes the videos were like 10 minutes long. Now I've done them all in time lapse. And I have the iPhone 11 Plus, I think, which comes in handy. Having a good camera is good. Having good audio is really important. So I found that just my phone is a great way to make start with basic videos. So I would record the video. Now I do it in time lapse. And then I take a good photo of the finished artwork. So, like I said, let me find some of my recent ones. Do I have my candy cane one? Well, here's like an ice cream sundae lesson that we recently did using texture. So basically, you just take a picture of the final product or even some student artwork examples. Back when I used to make rubrics, I would have like levels like, here's a level one, and it would not be that great. And here's a level two. And so the learning scale is good if you want students to kind of see a sliding scale of like like if you're grading on actually giving grade percentages, like using a rubric, especially like high school, middle school, elementary, they just like, and now that I'm teaching virtual school, if they do the art project, they get 100% credit anyway. So then I would go into my Google slideshow and I literally just take screenshots of every slide. Now, this was before I actually have the Zoom account. If you're using Zoom and you have the paid Zoom subscription where you can actually save your recordings, you don't have to take a picture of each slideshow because you can record the whole thing. It records your video with you and your audio with your microphone. But before I had the Zoom subscription, and if you don't have the Zoom subscription, what I used was iMovie. So I would take snapshots of each of my slides. So it would have the introduction slide, the materials that they need. So basically, just like I said, each step of the project, the essential question, the learning goals, everything that they would need to know for the lesson, I would take a screenshot of that picture. Once I had all those screenshots, if I was using iMovie, I would actually go to the iMovie app on my phone and I would upload all of those pictures into iMovie. Um, so, like, here's my last lesson. It's called Awesome Ornaments. And the great thing about iMovie is that you can there I am, Santa. Is you can add all sorts of things in iMovie. So after I added the pictures of the slides, then I would go in and take my time lapse and do a picture in picture. So let me edit this and just show you. So there's my Google slide, and here up here is the picture in picture of my time lapse of me actually doing the project. And I do all sorts of extra stuff too. Like I add green screen. If you're using iMovie, you can actually add really fun green screen effects. Like right here, I added some presents. Um, yeah. So those are there's the time lapse there I wanted to show you. So that's a picture in picture of me actually doing the project there. And then I put it on top of the Google slide. Now, once you've done all of that, And I add copyright free music just so if you actually want to monetize your lessons, if you get to that point, you have to have copyright free music. So I would add like a music and just turn down the volume really low. And then you can actually upload and publish it right there from the app. So I upload it to my YouTube page. Um, so that's basically the gist of it. It all starts with Google Slides, and I'm going to put some links down below. I found a really awesome Bitmoji classroom generic slide. If you haven't made a Bitmoji classroom, it'll give you everything you need to get started. And that's basically it. So I hope you guys have had fun learning about how I make my art lesson videos. I'm sure there's lots of other ways. Mine's the low tech, low budget way. But yeah, so I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Happy holidays. By the way, my webcam here is another really cool thing that I downloaded called Snap Camera. So it literally puts a kind of like a Snapchat filter on your webcam. So it has all sorts of cool, fun effects. I think it's free. It looks like here, I'll just change it to my Christmas tree. Yay, I have a Christmas tree in my head. So it's called the Snap Camera, and like I said, I think it's free. I downloaded it, and so far it seems pretty safe. Yeah. All right. So hope you guys have a wonderful day and a happy holidays, and I hope this helps a little bit. And I'll see you next time. Bye.